.8 iron from 263, which is just crazy to me. That is smoked. That's a 500-yard drive. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Look what's behind me. One of the most incredible courses on the planet. The reserve at Moonlight Basin. This is an 8,000-yard monster of a course up in the mountains of Montana. 750+ yard par 5s, 500+ yard par 4s, 300+ yard par 3s, 500-yard drives. Stick around and see some of the crazy shots you'll see anywhere in the golf universe. So if you enjoyed this video, like it, subscribe, leave a hate comment, leave a love comment, I don't care, and check out the reserve of Moonlight Basin. This place is insane. Let's get into it. Carry. I don't know, I didn't see it. Screens are gonna be quick. Okay, so solid start in that first hole. I mean, this is gonna be, I would say if I can, my official goal is to break 78 today. That would be fantastic because this course is just a scary course. So we got on the second hole, 447. I got 3 iron in my hand. I'm gonna take it just a little left of that blue box out there. And let the fairway kick it to the right. Just like that. Now the key is how far is it flying? I think that's fine. It landed right at the blue box, but I literally can't tell because like this ball's going so far. Got 107 left. That's my pitch mark right there. And so according to this rangefinder, I got 107 with a plane 88 downhill, and it actually takes into account the altitude. So this is about a 95-yard shot with the headwind. And I played the Mickelson National Invitational last week. I can't tell you how much it would have helped if I could have used the rangefinder. I factored in altitude, so I didn't have to do 32 different calculations in my head every time. The screen looks really back to front too, so it'll be interesting to see how the slope affects it. Get up. Sit. Not bad at all. That's just like, that ball wanted to roll off the green. So pretty solid approach shot in here, good distance. So see if we can get into red numbers here. Man, I took a hard kick left. 2 4s. 213 playing 150. 155. That's wild. Little headwind. All right, well, I'm gonna choke down at 48. Try to knock off a little bit of height on this. I just can't believe plays that short. That's just hard to believe. I mean, this might be a 52. It just depends on that wind. All right, choke down 52, playing to the left center. So much for hitting that low. I can't see where that's landing. I cannot see where that's at. It's just a little short here. See the pitch mark right there, spun back on me a bit. Take a 56, fly it a few paces on the green. Looks like it's gonna run left to right on me. Just get down to that collection area. Oh my gosh. All right, 4 there, on to the next hole. All right, hole 4, a little uphill. Just gonna play 5 iron up the right side. Should be good. I got 187. I'm gonna go with a choke down 52. I'm kind of just guessing at the yardages here. So see if we can start hitting some shots pin high. See if it's the number. I think that should be in good shape, right in that little bowl. You saw it on the range. I put like 4 into a blanket with that shot. I mean, it's just, I don't know why it's so dialed in right now, but it is. All right, let's see if we can get one back. That was a great shot. Oof. Okay, so not a terrible start to be honest. We're on hole 5. Gonna play 4 iron over that cluster of traps. So fairway slopes to the right and way down. So to be clear, I'm not completely confident with this line, but I think it's the best line I can pick. So we'll see. I mean, that's literally 5-10 yards left of my line, so that should be good. I just don't know because I've never played this course before. So I'm trying to figure it out as best I can just from the car GPS, so we'll see. It's got 119, perfect tee shot, played it off that bank. It's playing about 92, a little bit of a tailwind. So this is playing about 85, 86. Gotta be very careful because it looks like the world ends about 8 feet past that hole. So I'm gonna play about an 83-yard true shot here. And I think it'll actually skip forward a little bit. This green doesn't look very back to front, so that's the plan. I don't know, we'll see. Sit. Look at that roll. God, that is such a scary shot. Like that was a really good shot, and that's about 5 feet from total disaster. The yardage as the crow flies. Speaking of crow, look at that bird out there. What type of bird is that? That's a big bird. Is that an eagle? I don't know. As the crow flies, it was 117. After taking elevation, wind, and landing area condition into play, I played it to like 82, 83. So if I played that to say 92 or 3, which was the distance with elevation, we'd be having a problem. I'm gonna play this about 2 cups out on the left, see if we can get it to curl back in. That was a putt I wanted to hit, just stayed high. All right, so first par 5 of the day, 633. I think it's the shortest par 5 in the course. So we got 400 of that trap all the way out there. I think the 300 will stay just short of it. And that should leave us a 250 yard approach shot in. So I'll break out driver at some point, but I am still trying to play a good round of golf as well. So sometimes driver's not always playing. This is one of those cases. I hit a little high in the toe, but that should go plenty far. Oh, that's so far. I literally popped that up on the toe and it went about 330. Okay, so that was a perfect shot at the gut. Pulling 8-iron from 263, which is just crazy to me. You guys should just be able to see the pin over the tips of those trees. I'm gonna start it a little bit right and just work it to the left. I think we have a fraction of wind hurting, but I don't think enough to make a huge difference. So see if we can put us on the green. Just a little left. I got a huge kick to the right. It kicked dead right, might have funneled to the hole, I have no idea. But it's okay for sure. It's either in that trap back there, it could be on the green. Did you see that carom? Okay, so we got a really crazy kick off of the side of that slope. This is not a bad spot at all. Green's gonna run away, so I gotta really try to get this up and stop quick. Come on, come back, just like that. Just like that. That's excellent. I knew I'd have to probably land it in the rough and get a little lucky with the bounce. All right, so we have a pretty big swinger here, and I ain't talking about a fat person that likes to date multiple people. I'm talking about a putt that breaks a lot. All right, I'm not gonna sit. That's probably not a good. That was perfect. Well, 6 fours. Some of them have been good fours, some of them have been bad fours. That was a good 4. Okay, on hole 7, got 184, pin is playing 160. So I'm gonna do a sawed-off 52, play it honestly at the center of the green, try to get in that back plateau. So. We'll see. Oh. That landed a yard shorter, that would be perfect. Dang. It's gonna be a fun shot. If this landed 2 yards shorter, I would have been about a foot away from the hole. I gotta just try to land this literally 2 yards over this stuff and just let it roll down. This is gonna be an unbelievably hard shot. God damn it. And that's what I would have done. Just brutal. Let's see if we can save this 4. Let's move pretty good left to right, I think. See if we can roll it in. Hey, I made a putt. What do you think of that? All right, so that was a really good 4. Take it from up there. So we're fighting. Yeah, it's been a tough course so far. 7 fours so far, and has not been easy. But this course has been incredible. This is one of the probably the top 5 hardest courses I've ever played thus far. And this is the short 9. So, by the way, one other thing, there's literally an oxygen tank in this cart. Just goes to show you how high up we are. So just keep playing. So I have room short. The bunker is like 330, 340 in the end there. So I want to give myself some room. Because I just cannot, it's just, you can't overestimate how far this ball goes out here right now. I think that might get right in between those traps. We'll see. That covered those traps. I hit it good though, so I'm glad I did. I think I'm in great shape. So after a 350-yard 5-iron, I have 140 yards left to the pin. Playing 123 with the altitude and the elevation. So it's gonna be a bit of a knockdown 56. I'm probably gonna take about 10 to 12% off of it. See if we can rope it in from the right and bring it in close. Just like that. Come on, be the number. That's gonna be really good. I think that pin is a little short. I think we have about, hopefully if it's pin high, like a 10, 15 footer. That was perfect, landed right here. You know, a little side spin. I mean, if that kept going, that could have gone in, but my wedges feel very solid right now. And I will say, I think I owe a lot of it to playing in the Mickelson National Invitational last week. Getting those competitive reps in is just so huge. You just feel a little more settled in over the golf ball. So see if we can roll this in. Play it right edge. Now that is a very good 3. We've broken the streak of 4s. Hallelujah. Okay, so 500 yards to the end of this fairway. It's a 650-yard hole. I'm gonna go driver. I think we're just gonna have enough room, but we'll see. See if we hit a good one. I think that could be okay. We'll see. I think that's all right. All right, so that was insane. We just stayed left of the fairway here. 137 left. I cannot believe how far the ball goes today. So I'm gonna aim the left edge of that shack right there. Play is about 105. Got a lob wedge in hand. It's gonna roll through the green a little bit. Just didn't get any spin on that. That's all right. It's fine. All right, so it's a pretty simple chip rolling back uphill. So see if we can get to a run out. This is definitely chip innable for sure. Come on, come on, come on. It's a good shot. That was probably the easiest chip I've had all day by a mile. All right, another solid 4. Just keep trucking along. Like almost all 4s. All right, so we're on hole 10, 475 par 4. And a lot of people go out to the right, but I'm gonna take it just right of this green because this green is actually drivable, believe it or not. So I hit a pretty good tee shot the last hole, so let's see if we can make it happen again. Should be good. Okay, so that was a really good tee shot. Pin high, a little right, but nothing wrong with this. 52 yards left. I want to land it on that fairway just past the rough. So, about to see how good my touch is. Oh my God. That's one of the worst bounces I've ever seen in my life. It's all right. Very makeable shot here. Don't want to make this more complicated than it is. Gave it a run. I hit that a little too hard, but it spun a little more because I compressed it, so I got away with it. Well, that's honestly not a bad 4 at all. Just tough break with that pitch shot. You guys get in the comments, hey, Joe's at 430, missed the green, still made par. But it's a tough hole. Let's see you make a 4. Okay, so 200, it's downhill, down elevation, playing 160. I think this wind's gonna put it back about 175, so I'm taking a 48, saw it off a little bit, hit a draw that holds off on the wind. Not gonna say anything, but that hole is in a bit of a collection area, so we'll see what happens. Don't you even do it. Oh, wow, that is short. I thought that was gonna be pin high. That wind must have absolutely destroyed the golf ball. That was such a good shot too. All right, I'm gonna go with 60 here, back up the hill, land on the front edge. It should skip and then stop pretty quick, so that's the plan. Come on, now roll back down. It's gotta come back. Yep. Thought that would come back a little more. Caught that a little thin, but it's all right. Okay, got a little left to right sidewinder, it appears. See if you can roll it in. This would be a good one to make for par. Well, that was a great save. That would have rolled off the green if it missed, but that's why the cup is there. On to hole 12. Okay, so this hole is insane. 460 yards, but that's where people aim. That's the pin. It's 380 to the pin, which with this elevation and altitude is about a stock 1-iron. So it's actually a decently sized landing zone. So I'm going to be aiming at that trap there and try to play a slight draw onto that green. Oh, that's it. That's on the green. That's right at it. That's on the green. That has to be on the green. That was a perfect shot. It landed up there, dude. It rolled down. I don't even see the hole. Came up a little short, and now I have probably one of the toughest shots you could possibly have. Like, this is gonna be a crazy shot to try to hold the green. Just gotta get it up and see if we get a little spin on it. Oh, that's so good. That's got a ton of backspin. Tiger himself could not have hit that shot. Where'd that land? All right, so we got about a 4-footer and play it right center. All right, that is a great 3. One of my best up and downs ever. Will this come back up that hill, off that hill? Yeah. That's actually not a hard shot. This is the Antarctic gray gecko toad. Made up in my mind. He wants to go. Have fun being hunted by your predators. Alrighty, well that was a really good hole. Now we're on hole 13, par 5. It's just absolutely unbelievable. This might be the coolest panorama in the state. But yeah, we're on hole 13, 630, 625, ho-hum. Got 1-iron, gonna go right over that middle evergreen. I think there's room there, but we'll see. That is so good, and that is gonna go a mile. I mean, that is just such a good shot there. All right, I'm 300 out, wind in the face, but I do have a downhill lie, so it's gonna come out a little lower, which will help me out with the shot. Do I think I can get it there? It's gonna be tough, but if I can just carry that second trap in the fairway, then I think we'll be in pretty good shape. It's a tough shot with this wind though, no question. You really just want to make sure you hit it square and get that spin axis pretty tight so this wind can't exaggerate too much. Just like that. That is such a good shot. I don't think it's gonna get there though. It's a finely played shot though. With this headwind, you just wanna make sure you're hitting it solid. All right, so we're in pretty good shape here. Got about 25, 30 yard pitch shot. Just gonna really try to land this a couple yards on the green, let it skip up on that table and then just sit. Get up there, that's so good. It's gonna come off that hill. Oh yeah. It's really good. That's the exact shot I want to hit. Just skip it up to that hill and let it bite once it gets up there. Okay, so we're on a bit of a shelf here. So I think it's gonna try to push this way a little bit, but it's definitely snapping back to the left the second half. So it's just a matter of judging this, this slope and when it starts to move back. So see if we did it here. I got it right edge. Just barely caught the edge, but because it was going in slow, we made another good 4. 286, par 3. I'm between a 9 and an 8, but I do think this wind's helping and long isn't good. So I'm gonna go with a 9 iron here. Be the number. Be the number. I think it is. Landed right here. If that landed here, that would have taken a huge kick to the pin. Still a great result from 285 for sure. I think it's gonna break right to the left and then it's gonna straighten out. It's gonna be a little quick. So playing this about a foot outside the hole. This is very makeable if I can get it to go through that fringe the way I expect it to. Oh. Wow, that's so fast. All right, well, it's gonna go on the card as a 2-putt. I'll take a 3 here for sure. That's a tough par 3. All right, on to 15. Another par 5, just shy of 600. So I'm gonna be taking a 3 iron here and going just right of those fairway bunkers and I'll ideally try to put it in that bowl to the right of them. If I pull it a fraction, that's fine. This is just a crazy backdrop of this hole. Just a beautiful course. Just need to carry that trap. Oh, it's gonna be fine. That's ball's moving dead right. That's perfect. Did you see that fall to the right? That is a strong wind. Okay, so I got 230, playing about 185, 190, but with this wind, more like 200, 205. So I'm gonna take a pitching wedge. I'm gonna start it at that left edge of that cluster of evergreens and kind of sling it in from the right. I'm gonna play this so that my miss is ideally a block so that it stays right of the screen. Because this is a stiff enough wind to make me a little nervous with the room I have to work with here because any miss, the headwind's gonna magnify. So aiming at the left edge of those trees, and if I can just kind of cheat it in a little bit from the right, that's my goal. We'll see. I mean, I feel like it's coming in pretty good. I just don't know how strong the wind is up there. Okay, so a little short here again, totally fine. I'm just really glad I was able to control that direction. The wind did smoke it though. I'm learning that at elevation, since the ball's in the air longer, the wind will actually hurt it and make it play even shorter than if it was a tailwind. So something to put in the memory bank. 22-yard carry is what I'm looking for here. Just want it to get right over that lip. There's a little backstop there, so it should be able to hold if I can get some good touch on it. I hope that didn't kick off too much. Man, I got a tough break with how hard it kicked off that slope. All right, I'm gonna play this left edge. I think it's gonna want to slide this way just because the entire green is moving that way. I think a little downhill. It's pretty flat for the most part. That is disappointing. All right, we got hole 16, 216 yards. Gonna hit a flighted pitching wedge. It's a little windy up there. That is so good. I mean, that's the shot. That is such a good shot. All right, so a bit of a funky shot here. We want this to fly about 1.5 feet. So you just gotta try to just pop it up a little bit and let the gravity do the rest. I'm gonna get steep here and just kind of flip it with my wrist. I just wanna stab this a little bit. Just get it to literally fly right there. It's almost like I tried to do that. All right, that's a solid up and down there. All right, so here it is, 777 yards, hole 17. Off the left wind, I think it's starting to try to help. My target is gonna be just left of that fairway trap, right over those fairway bunkers, and guess what? I got the orange box here to tell me how far it goes. It's gonna tell carry, but I think I might be actually a little longer than what it projects, just based on how much it's gonna roll. So I'm gonna try to hit this 500 yards, because if I hit it 500, I'll carry it, and I can carry right on that line of the fairway trap, so. That is smoked. It's going right over the trap. That could be humongous. It's 220 ball speed, 414, but I think that carried further. We'll see. Okay, well, you guys saw in the cart, we are 500 and about 6 yards from the tee box, so that's a 500-yard drive, notwithstanding the 80-yard incline we rolled down. But all right, so kind of funny story, it's not on film. So I've been playing a different ball for like scoring purposes, like if I was gonna play it to shoot a certain score. So I hit a 3-iron. It actually rolled past my driver. And you're gonna see when we go up there, I think I hit it pretty close with a 9-iron, but it's just like, that was a 500-yard 3-iron. That's just crazy. So we got about 240 left here. We're gonna go with a pitchy wedge, just try to put it in the middle of the green. Just like that. That'll come to the right a bit. That is perfect. Middle of the green, probably about a 25-30 footer for a 3. All right, so this is what I was saying earlier. So this is actually my first ball. This is the ball I would have played if I was like playing to score. So like a 3-iron. And this is where I hit it with the 9-iron. It was up the left side of the fairway. And that's with the driver. That's a driver pitching wedge. This is 3-iron, 9-iron. So this is just a crazy, crazy hole. Sadly, I don't have the first 2 shots on video, but I'm kind of more or less just playing to see what I can shoot. That's painful. Get up. Oh my God, I love it short. 4 strokes and 777 yards isn't too bad. All right, 18th hole. 354, playing about 300. So I'm gonna play a 3-iron here. The wind is gonna be pushing it this way. So I'm gonna start it at that flag and work it off of that. If I can catch the left edge of the green, great. If not, a little bit of room in that by that trap. Oh, be good. Come on. Come on. Oh. That's like 4 yards short of being a foot away from the hole. Just a fraction short. I was 2 yards from being a foot away from the hole. If it was a little earlier in the day, a little warmer, probably would have gotten there, but we're still in good shape. Just want a little flick of the wrist here. Play this out a little bit to the left because uphill it's going to want to slide to the right and just pop it up over that ridge. It's going to be a little long, but totally fine. That's about a 4-footer, 5-footer. All right, I'm going to play this dead in the center. I think this is a pretty straight putt. We'll see how wrong I am when I roll it. What a 3 to end the day. That is probably the best I've played in my life. Yeah, that was insane. But everything just feels great right now. I don't really know what else to say. Like, I feel like I'm hitting great shots. The good thing about this course was around the green, the fairway is pretty firm, and the ball's sitting up, so it's easy for me to clip it. So that might be some of the best golf I've ever played in my life. But as I said, I played great the last day of the Mickelson National Invitational a couple days ago, and I just feel like things are clicking in my swing right now. A big help has been playing competitive golf. So next up is the Maryland Open in a week, and we'll see how we play there. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. That's the reserve at Moonlight Basin, and highly recommend coming out if you want to have a good time, especially if you want to play from 700 yards. So if you guys enjoyed it, as always, smash the like button, click the subscribe to follow my journey to playing the best golf I can. I'll see you guys later.